Welcome to Big Red Leads. I'm Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. What are we talking about today? Well, let's get into it. It's a part of your legacy. It's a part of your works that you've done. It's a part of who you are as a person. What do people say about you when you're not around? What will people say about you when you're gone? When you have left your physical body and your body is put into the ground, whether you're cremated, whatever, what will people say about you when you're gone? Understand, all these things matter. Why? What impact did you have in your neck of the woods, in the world? What, in your city, in your block, wherever you live at? What impact have you had on the community? What will people say about you? I want you to really think about that, because this is where it comes down to. There's several things, several factors that play into this, but understand what this really, really is. How do you treat people? How do you treat people? Whether they be not doing as well in life, business, friendships, in their own personal relationships. How do you treat people? Because remember this, no matter what you do, somebody will remember what you've done, good or bad. How did you treat the people who were around you? How did you treat the people who you came into contact with? How did you treat these people? How did you treat these people? It's like, why does this matter, Red? Well, it matters because here's what it really comes down to. The works that you put forth and put out into the world, whether you're an artist, whether you're a business owner, whether you're just working a job and your coworkers speak of you, how do they speak of you? Because believe it or not, your attitude and what you leave behind, your works, will continue on through someone else. They might take a piece of what you've done and add it to their own repertoire, to their own utility belt. And it's going to make a difference somewhere. It's going to affect some people somewhere. Now, if you're one of those people who volunteer, who go out into the community, help young people, who help young adults, who actually speak to the people, engage with the people, help people find and activate resources that they don't know that they have. If you're one of these people who actually move the needle for someone else, if you're a coach out here helping people with their lives, their life skills, business skills, financial literacy, whatever it is, helping people with their credit, whatever it is that you do, how you do it and how you treat people is just as important as closing and getting it done. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. The people in the back who can't understand this, who are just like, why are we talking about this today on this video? We're talking about this today on this video because understand, there are a lot of people that will tell you when it comes to being in business, and this relates to life, so understand where I'm going with this. In business, you have to be an asshole. You have to be prickly. You have to be, I don't even want to say cold, but cold is probably the best word for it. You have to be cold when it comes to business. So if you're so cold, no matter, let's say you are the best at what you do, are you cultivating the relationships? Or are you making real connections with people and building relationships up? So not only do you have a connection with somebody at another organization, but you have an ally who, if they win, we all win. Your attitude is going to play a factor in this. I got several emails about this, and I got a call about this yesterday, which was ridiculous. Because here's what it comes down to. Young person spoke to on the phone. This is a client of mine, mind you. Said to me that I was being too nice to the other students. And I understand where they're coming from. Because here's the thing, I treat each person as that individual is deserving of being treated. Now, mind you, I'm not going to be mean to someone. I'm not going to be just naturally calling people out. Some people need a kick in the butt. Some people need to be coddled. Some people need to, you have to know the individual or the person that you're talking to in relationship to how you treat them. Here's the thing, I'm always going to be respectful. I'm always going to be honest. And I'm always going to be fair. But this individual saw a moment or heard a moment on a call and decided to chime in privately with me after, due to the fact that they didn't feel that they needed to do that with their own team. This is also the same person who's lost 4 employees in less than 2 months. Let that sink in. They only have 8. Why are you losing people? Most people are not going to hang around some place where they don't want to be. So if you're treating them like crap, I wouldn't want to be there either. I would leave. I can take this crap from somebody else with less of a headache, just due to the fact that if my stress levels and my attitude is like, we've talked about this before about quitting. Sometimes you need to quit people. Sometimes you need to quit a situation. If it is mentally, physically, emotionally, and psychologically draining you, then it is time to move on. I am done with this situation. Now, when it comes to your own legacy, how do you treat people? If you're treating people like whatever, you're going to get whatever results that come with it. I don't know, maybe my mom, my uncles, my aunts, my grandfather, maybe they raised me with something. I don't know, just be respectful to people, be kind to people. Maybe that's too old school. I guess, but from where I'm sitting, I don't know. Some of you, this is an old expression for people who are my age or older. You know this expression. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. You get what I'm saying? So why would I go out of my way to be nasty to someone who I don't know? Much less somebody who's paying me to help them get better. Where does this attitude come from? This entitlement has got to stop. Stop the madness. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. So understand, when it comes to your legacy, how do you treat people? I want you to really think about that. Because this relates to business as well as your life. Your circle of friends, your family, the people who hang around you on a daily basis, the people who you speak to on a daily basis, your work colleagues, the people that your employees, your employer, whoever. How do you treat them in a space where you don't have control of the situation? Because here's what it really comes down to. Most people want to control a situation because they don't want to deal with the ramification that come from something not resulting in what they deem is right. Here's the problem with that. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be right in the sense of I'm right, you're wrong. No. I want to be accurate in whatever it is I put out. So when I speak to young kids, I'm teaching and talking to them about situations and things and mistakes that I have made. And I would like them not to make the mistakes. If you can't learn from other people's mistakes, there's a problem there already. You should be able to learn from every person around you, including your friend circle. If your friend circle is leaving a legacy of nothing but knucklehead nonsense, craziness, dismissiveness, and destruction in their path, guess what? That is what they will be remembered for. And you know what? By association, you will be tied to that. How many people have you individually left behind the wayside? You stopped hanging around this person because this person was going down a road of true disaster and failure. Why would you continue to hang around that person? Remember, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around. Guess what? That's financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and definitely psychologically. So if they own some jacked up nonsense, some craziness going on, and that's their everyday, and you're hanging around them daily, birds of a feather flock together. That's your crew. That's your group of friends. Oh, we just gonna do drugs all day. We just gonna smoke weed all day. Unless you are a professional gamer, what are you doing playing games for anyway? I'm not the one to tell you what to do, but here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with being an adult and playing video games. However, if it's keeping you from your purpose and your goals in life, then it's probably something that you should leave by the wayside until you have time to pick up and get where you need to be and get on the path, and then you come play, to relax. Because guess what? Here's another thing that you hear from some of these gurus when it comes to time management. You should spend your whole time. Burnout is not a real thing. However, you do need a moment to step away from something just to get your mind and your mental back on track. Relax. Go somewhere. Take a walk. Go play video games. Whatever it is that you do. Go to the gym. Wherever it is that you find your peace and your quiet. Not a quiet place, but you're quiet. This all affects your legacy. Because guess what? If I am so focused on my team executing every single moment, and I'm not knowing anything about their personal life, their personal well-being, how will I see the telltale signs of something is bothering them and affecting their performance? Same with young people. When I'm speaking to young people, I ask them what's going on in their life. My legacy isn't cemented because it isn't finished. But I know this. Most of the people who watch this video have outstanding, excellent legacies, and things in the works that they've left behind will carry on because there's somebody carrying the torch of what they've done and improving and evolving that into their own thing. They're taking a piece of it and carrying it on. We get too caught up in this social media nonsense to where people just forget about the reality of the world and want to go to some other place. That's what addicts do. Thinking that you're going to find a solution at the bottom of a bottle. That's not how this works. Your legacy matters. How you treat people matters. So at what point are you going to sit up and say to yourself, I'm going to focus on being the best version of me? Which means, in a lot of ways, treat people with respect. Treat people with some kindness. Be honest and forthright with people. They will respect you in the long term. But if you continue to go down this path of just doing whatever you want to do, and it's nothing but destruction behind it, what does that do to your legacy? What will you be remembered for? Because your legacy is not your children. It's the works that you've done. That is your legacy. And how did you treat the people along the way? Because these are the people who are a part of your journey. I love you all. That's all I got today. I know this message will help somebody. I know it will help somebody. Think about how you treat people. Talk to your parents. Talk to your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents. Talk to them. How do people look at them? Do they look at them with reverence? Respect? It all matters. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button to get more of this content. This is Big Red Leads. Have a great day. It matters. It all matters. Love you all. Peace.